The HD podcast.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. When is it too late to say Happy New Year? What are we? February the 8th. So it's fuck, man. I'm cooked. It's January. it's 8th of Feb today as we're recording. And we're saying Happy New Year because it's the first one back.
Yes.
So we're back, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys thought we fell off.
I don't think anyone thought that. But
You guys thought we weren't going to come back.
we've been doing some things.
Yeah, we've been busy, man. We've been busy. But yeah, I was going to check. Like, when is it too late to say Happy New Year to someone?
I'm glad you asked. I feel like a follow-up question to that would be, what is possession of like time? You know what I mean? So it's like,
Well, let's just stick with the turning of the Gregorian calendar year.
well, a Happy New Year. I feel like it times out after the 9th of Feb.
Oh, so we're good. We're still good.
I mean, yeah.
We are good. We are good. Yes, Happy New Year. And same in the same sentence, we could say Happy Chinese New Year too.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause that was
it Year of the Dragon, yeah?
last year.
Snake?
Now we're in the snake year. Yeah.
The snake?
It's Year of the Snake.
Mm.
Yeah. Last year was Year of the Dragon.
I know a couple of things about snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shit. So we just been busy, man. So we haven't been able to come back and do this thing.
I feel like it's so awkward when you hold this because it's like, you don't know where to grab it. We probably need a.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm just rocking like this, man. Or we get the extension what you put on here.
But I feel like if you hold it like with the handle, do you want to show you, like lift it up? I feel like if you hold it that way, it's like, what if you put two hands?
No, but you don't have to do that.
Oh, okay.
You
My
just
bad.
keep switching hands if you have to do that, So
Okay.
you do
I
one
just
of
thought
these
like you
ones,
can maybe put two hands.
do one of
and
these
makes
ones,
it
just rock it
easier
like this.
because of the weight
more stabilized.
distribution.
You get stabilized.
Yeah, like physics and that.
Yeah. Science. Talking about physics and science. Shit, what you been up to anyway? The month of January has come and gone, really quickly.
Yeah, it's super quick, which I'm like used to quite a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But just like nothing elaborate's been happening. I pretty much finished like Solo Leveling, the anime.
You mean the manga?
Yes.
Yeah.
The manga.
What's that? What's Solo Leveling for those that don't know?
Brief description. It's about obviously like in the
Watch this not be a brief description.
Nah, I'm better than you. What do you mean?
I'm listening.
So anyway, it's like the world as we know it, and there's these gates that open up, and these gates, they're like dungeon raids that you can go into, and people that are born with like powers, like they're like strong or like magic or whatever, they can go into these gates and fight the monsters. Yeah. So they become like the military power, and then this basically happens, and one guy goes in, he dies a lot. Well, actually, he doesn't die a lot. But he
Gets injured a lot.
Yeah, it's like edging. Like he comes to the verge of death all the time.
Yeah, edges death.
He
and then
edges
there's a
death.
sweetheart that always heals him.
Yeah. So like this one time, they go into something called double dungeon, which is like it shouldn't really happen.
Double gate, yeah.
It's like an anomaly, pretty much.
Yeah.
So anyway, he goes in, as kaput, and then he gets reincarnated, I suppose, but they call it. So that goes on. But he gets like reawakened, which is how they put it. So reawaken is like you get like a power boost.
Yeah. And reawakenings are rare, right?
Super rare. But as part of this reawakening, this higher power is basically said you're the player. And as part of the player, you got to complete task, daily task, weekly task. And when you complete these tasks, you get rewards. As you get rewards, you level up and you get stronger. You can dump points into like strength or
Stamina.
Yeah, stamina, intelligence,
which is the same thing.
agility. So it's about his journey and about like how he.
Well, he's doing this because
His mother.
Thank you.
Got put into a deep sleep.
This is still brief, by the way.
Yeah, so put into a deep sleep, and Jinwoo, like the main character, the MC, he needs to gather resources, and combining these ingredients together, he can make the elixir of life. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And this elixir will wake up his mother.
Inshallah, fingers crossed. We don't know if it's gonna work.
Do you know the reason why she's in the slumber?
Nah, I'm not there yet. No spoilers.
All right, close your ears. Nah, I wouldn't ruin it. But let's just say it's a rational explanation as to why.
It's irrational or rational?
Rational.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because so basically, long story less long. I only watched the anime, and
I'm up to date as well.
on the anime.
Yeah,
And
but
the dad's come back. The dad looks sick, by the way. Yeah, he looks cool. Yeah, see, there's something there, you know. There's something with the dad and the mom, and why the mom's in a deep slumber. Yeah. And why the son was chosen? Makes sense.
There's I guess it's like a segue into like our main topic, but like the themes that it presents with the dad theoretically like leaving the family and going out on his own, like he's seen as like from other people's perspective, he abandoned the family and he's gone off and done his own thing. So half of them think he's dead and the other half are like resenting him, like where's he?
Because he doesn't even exist until like there's no mention of the dad throughout the whole series up to date until the latest episode, which is like it's just concentrating on Jinwoo,
yeah.
Jinwoo and his story of trying to save his mum or bring his mum back. And then the last episode was the first time you hear anything about a dad. So it's cool. It's a pretty wicked anime. It's not. I mean, it's a very common story, right? Like the whole you're a player. There's a lot of animes that like you're a player, and then you do things to like level up and stuff, and battling monsters and stuff.
This one's kind of dark, so they brought comparisons to Eren Yeager. In a way.
Yeah, that's what I said, didn't it?
No, I told you that.
No, on God. I said that and someone else. Hitler?
What?
No, I said it.
No, bro, it's not Hitler. It's
that the anime?
Anakin Skywalker.
That's the one, bro. Yeah. That was the one, yeah. Star
That's
Wars and that.
Same type of vibe.
Darth Vader and that. Yeah, cleanse the world.
Tantalizing.
Yeah, man. Staying on the topic of watching things, if you don't mind. Or you still
Please proceed.
So, I don't really jump on Netflix that often. But when I do, it's on my wife's account. Or my wife's profile, I should say, because I'm trying to keep my own algorithm on my profile specific. Right?
So you're watching something you shouldn't have.
I'm trying to tailor my profile. Okay.
Okay.
So I want Netflix to say you should watch this, and this based on what you've watched. Yeah, you with me? Same reason why I sometimes when I want to YouTube a song, quick one, YouTube on incognito tab. So it doesn't impact my algorithm on my actual app. You get me?
Yeah. That's why you always
take that one away. You guys can have that one for free.
That's why you always go on incognito on my.
Always.
When I go to the toilet.
Always.
Oh, that's insane.
It's so they don't impact your algorithms, because obviously everything goes hand in hand with algorithms these days. But essentially, I was on my wife's profile and I'm scrolling and I come across this show, new show, 6 episodes or 7 episodes, called American Primeval. All right, and it's set in 1800 and let's go with 80.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, it's like the Wild West. It's centered around a mum and a son, and they're trying to get across the Americas, the US, the United States. They're trying to get across the Americas, like across the United States, to get to her husband, right? The son's dad. But she's currently a wanted woman because she killed someone where she's left. So she's left an area on the west side, the east side of America. So she's killed a man. Now she's fleeing, but she's fleeing to go and try and find her son's dad. You with me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So basically, it's centered around their journey across. And it's basically she is trying to find a passage, a way across. Oh, actually, it's centered around the Mormons. There's a dude, the second president of like the Mormon Church, Latter-day Saints, I think it's called. It's centered around him, so he's a character in this show as well. But basically, there was a massive, quite a big war or shootout between the Mormons and Native Americans and like the other Americans that were just trying to colonize the country but not do it via religion.
So this is a colonization thing.
It's a colonization thing. Yeah.
We're all too familiar with that.
Yeah, man. But it's a really good show. So the whole show is just like 6 episodes, centered around this woman trying to travel across. But it's vaguely based on true events that happened during that time period between like the Native Americans, the Mormons, and the other faction. I forgot what the other faction was called. But I highly recommend it. It's a really good show. Because as you're watching it, or at least for me, when I'm watching something historical, like as I'm watching it, I'm also Googling like, oh, this person is this. Let me search them up and like see like how accurate they got the character. Show's pretty accurate, I think.
I don't do that. I just try and enjoy it.
Not even after?
Nah, no.
So you just take it for what it is?
Yeah, I take it all.
So then like say, that's crazy. So say you watch something, right? Let's say you watch a movie on Abraham Lincoln and they just throw in some random fake thing and you just take it for that's what it is. He did that. And then you go and you're talking to some chickie baby, yeah, about a show and you're like, oh, did you know that Abraham Lincoln did this? And you're just telling a lie on Abe because you didn't after the fact go and like do your research and be like, oh, did he actually do this?
No, I don't think that would be an issue because I actually studied Abraham.
Okay, let's say it's not Abe. Let's say it's not El Presidente Abe.
Okay.
Let's say it's someone else. George Washington.
I studied him too.
Yeah. Nah, man, that's what I like to do that at least. Sometimes I can't let it go, man. I'm like, nah, let me see if this is what really happened.
I only do if I like to speak facts about that person. So like if I want to tell someone about it, I'll be like, oh, is this actually accurate?
So if it says like based on true story or based on true events, like you don't even acknowledge that. You just keep going. You just keep pushing.
But it's never like actually based on true events. It's like inspired by. So like even
unless it's been like documented.
Yeah.
Which I think these I think this show was I just went blank. I think this show was based off of true events that were like written down. And obviously, a wise man once said, "The winners get to decide history." Let that sink in. You see me?
Good show again.
Good show.
Say that again.
Nah, let me just keep going.
What do you mean? I don't think we said it. Run it back. The woman that
the winners.
Yeah.
So the person that wins.
Uh-huh.
Say it's a war, for example. The person that wins the war gets to decide what history is.
Well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
They decided the trajectory. Yeah.
No, not where we're going to take it, but what happened. So if I win the war, I get to decide. You know what? Nah, just scratch out the part where we killed this person. Say it was someone else.
Oh yeah, to a degree.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
It's like what the Vikings did.
I don't know. I guess
when they raided the monasteries and the tapisseries, they burnt,
when they went to the UK and that.
Yeah, they burnt the history.
Yeah.
They set it on fire and was like.
Yeah. Yeah, American Primeval. Good show. I recommend it. It's quite gory. There's a scene where I'm gonna hit you with a spoiler just to emphasize the theme and how far they take it. But basically, the son is he's an invalid. He's kind of disabled partially. His leg don't work.
Oh, so you can kind of relate to the show.
Me?
Really?
Yeah. He's so basically but he can walk, but he has like a little knee brace thing that helps him.
So he's kind of like walking like a zombie.
A little bit, yeah.
Like
He's almost like the Walking Dead zombie.
Yeah.
So he's anyway. So he's on a horse. He's trying to be fucking Indiana Jones. I don't know, man. He's trying to do this thing on the horse, and then the horse kind of like kicks him off, and the horse is like kicking, and then stomps on his leg. Yeah, shattered, cracks his shin bone, fully. And they even show you too. So the way that they've done the makeup and everything on the people and the CGI that they use and all of that, A1 quality. I would literally watch the show again. Maybe I will. So and then the guy that the mum and the son ended up having as their guide across to where they need to go. He basically puts a piece of wood to like tie the kid's leg and bone back in place. Right?
I like a splint.
Thank you. Yeah. But this is the 1800s. We don't go under. We just stay alive. We stay awake and just go through the surgery awake. So this kid has his shin bone punched back in by this dude's hand, and they show the whole thing. And I'm there like, I'm chilling. And then as soon as I see and hear the shin bone crack back in, bro, I grip the couch like insane. I said, nah, that could never be my shin. You got to chop my leg off at that point. I'm not having my shit kicked back in. It's crazy. The way that they showed it, yeah, gory. gory. That
But I
shit
feel
was
like
good.
I probably prefer those shows though, to be honest.
It
compared
was
to
honest. Give it a watch, man.
modern shows.
Give it a watch.
Yeah.
A timepiece. Yeah, I do like a timepiece. Because then off the back of that, I was in my bag, man. I was like, shit, this era of history might be my next bag. You know, I might get into a few more shows or a few more movies off of it.
Yeah.
So off of that, I was Googling. Apparently, there's a couple other shows. I didn't end up watching any other shows. But what I did watch was a movie called Apocalypto. I didn't know Mel Gibson was a director. I thought he was only an actor. But anyway, Mel Gibson was the director of this movie back in the 2000s and something. 2009. I don't know. Don't quote me.
Okay.
Also based in that era of... There's a two-part thing as to why I watched this Apocalypto movie.
Yeah.
First part is because I was trying to keep that that era in history to what's the next thing I want to watch of that era of history. But the other part is there's currently a meme going on about Fetty Wap.
Yeah, with the
Putting
JBL speaker.
up in the JBL speaker.
Yeah.
Basically, they used a snippet of the movie that I ended up watching, which is kind of like the end of the movie, where it's implied that like Christopher Columbus has come to the Americas. And that's like the end of the movie with the JBL speaker, the Fetty Wap thing. But basically, so I watched that Apocalypto movie. Solid movie too. Really good. Basically, it's set in at the time just before the Americas were the commencement of the colonization happened. Don't know what era, like 1700 and something potentially. But yeah, good movie. Based in the Americas. They have it's like all about Mayan culture.
Yeah.
But it's like warring tribes or villages. They're kind of like fighting each other, and there's this one dude that makes it. Like he drops his wife in a well to like so she doesn't get stolen and sold. Comes back for her, saves her. This is obviously a sped up version of the movie, but I'd recommend that movie too.
So we dishing out spoilers?
Nah, not that one. I'm American Primeval and Apocalypto. Watch those back to back.
All right.
No spoilers. I kind of gave a couple of things on the American Primeval, but that's all.
Oh, but I feel like you always...
I don't know how to keep a secret, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it like that. I don't know how to keep a secret. Good show. Good movie.
Nah, that's good, man. I finally got around to watching Pulp Fiction. So
Oh, like you never watched it before?
No, I did. I watched it, but I just never finished it.
It's getting hot in here.
That's on the corner. But yeah, I was watching Pulp Fiction. So I watched it initially, and then I don't think I got maybe halfway before I like was doing something else. I can't remember. It was like a couple of years ago, and then I finally got around to watching it in like one swoop.
Yep.
Fuck, man, it's so good.
But yeah, it is, yeah. Especially when it all ties back in. I don't know if everyone caught me just then, but basically I said, yeah, it's so good. Especially when it all ties back in at the end.
Can you do it one more time?
No, that's enough.
Okay, all right.
I mean, Pulp Fiction's one of those ones, and I guess Apocalypto too. It's been out for a while, so do we hit him with the what had happened?
In Pulp Fiction?
Yeah. Who's in Pulp Fiction?
I feel like everyone's known it by now.
They got
no?
JT. John Travolta, that is.
Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. Uma Thurman?
Bruce Willis.
Nah, I just did that. Uma Thurman's from Kill Bill, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in it. Bruce
out
Willis
Uma.
as well. You remember Bruce?
There's a couple more people in it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Bruce,
these are like
Die
the main
Hard.
people.
Yeah, Die Hard.
I know where he's from.
Yeah, Bruce Willis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, go on.
No, I was just like...
Well, this is a highly rated movie, though.
Yeah, it's one of the best, man. I think I was
Quentin
just...
Tarantino, yeah?
Man, you let me finish?
I'm just saying. Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, he's good, man.
Quentin Tarantino.
Tarantino. I feel like every film he's basically done is like insane, to be honest.
Insane or the same?
Insane.
Insane. Yeah.
Like just like the level of the movies he makes.
Yeah, he's got a... I reckon what I got to do is like find out the movies that weren't successful. Because I feel like he's got... The movies he's done is like... 9 times out of 10, it's like at least a 7.7 or a 7.5, let's say, out of 10 on like IMDb or something.
Yeah, but also like that's the best way to improve is like you make a couple of shitty movies or you make a couple of shitty decisions.
Yeah, learning process. And that.
That's how you grow with a capital G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pulp Fiction.
I've
only watched it once.
The only part that like took me back a bit was when Bruce Willis was chasing the Don, and then they ended up in the rifle store.
Yep.
Do you remember that part? And
Nah, man.
you don't,
I only
that's
watched it once.
pretty vivid, man.
I only watched it once. I've only watched it once. What do you want me to do?
So they took him to the rifle store, yeah. The guy's like, "You're not gonna shoot him on my territory." Rah rah rah. I think this guy's a redneck as well. Anyway, I think he knocks Bruce out, and the other guy's knocked out as well. And they wake up, and they're, spoiler alert, the title. Well, I mean, it's fucking like what,
1990 something, I don't
1972,
know.
like when you were born.
Huh? Oh,
So it's been out for a while.
It wasn't the 90s? 70s?
No, it was 2000. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, they both wake up and they're tied to a chair, and the room behind them is basically there's this guy in like this gimp suit, so he's like in full latex.
Oh, I remember
He's got
this.
like a mask on. He's like tied, and then they're like, "Oh, which one of you is gonna go first?"
I remember that.
And then
yeah,
the guy called the police officer, and the guy comes around, and they say, "Oh, you, like the bigger guy." So they took him into the room. Yeah.
Deep strokes.
Deep.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure you hear it, right? Like it's
Yeah, you hear some slash clapback, and
the what?
clapback, man.
Oh, the clapback.
Yeah.
I thought you said the splash clap.
This is the
Same.
thing. Yeah, and then yeah, Bruce gets out, comes back in, and then he kills one of them, and then the Don kills the other guy.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, I don't know. I feel like
Well, the movie is what I'm thinking is like there's several.
different sorts.
It's one day, isn't it? It's like one day, but there's several different storylines happening in the one sequence. And then at the end of it, it all ties it back in, doesn't it? Like from memory, like you see Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta's characters.
I think it was over
in the
2 days.
background, whatever it is, yeah. But I think you see John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson's characters like in the background of someone else's like day or something. Like I'm pretty sure they all join together as one like day.
Yeah, no, they do. They merge together because like, with the way it's set out, you think it's over a couple of days, but with everything that comes together, because I mean, like, you know, with like the deaths and how the main characters die, and then at the very end, it's like the restaurant scene. He's
Yeah,
like,
that's the one I'm seeing. Yeah, that's the one I'm.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
yeah.
the main. I guess the main thing. Well, that's the one. What's that? Samuel L. Jackson has like that line that he always says, and that's like the thing that everyone uses anyway, but as like a meme thing or something.
Do you mean the verse from the Bible?
Potentially.
Deliver thee upon temptations, for something about vengeance.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the main movie I watched. I watched others as well, but I can't remember that.
I watch a few others. I'm gonna say Blink Twice. There's a movie called Blink Twice. I'm gonna throw that out there. That was a decent one. I'm gonna throw that out there. Watch it if you want to. What's his name?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Channing Tatum is like the main guy in this Blink Twice movie. Really good movie. Storyline's really good. Plot twists in and around. It's basically the controversy behind this movie is that you know how everyone in Hollywood, or there's like the stigma around Hollywood that like if you're in Hollywood you're like a part of a cult, and like you know how like Epstein did that thing and
Yeah, pretty much like
now,
tied in.
now Diddy and that.
Yeah.
Basically, this movie kind of is that. So it's like a movie that's based around like that lifestyle of there's one super rich person that runs parties on a secret island. He brings people back to that island with his rich friends. They drug the girls. They make the girls forget. And then it's just rinse and repeat. So on this Blink Twice movie, they basically have this, I guess it's like a drug that makes them forget. How they remember is through snake venom. And these snakes are on the island. And basically one of the girls is bitten by a snake. And she ends up remembering everything. And then she kind of like leaves hints for her friend.
So the venom isn't like toxic. It's just like whatever, or you say low dose.
I think it's low enough where they don't die from it.
But they have to get bitten on purpose in order to.
Well, she got bit on accident.
Yeah, where'd they
And
bite
then
her?
the snake just bit the chick.
The cheek.
The chick.
Oh, the chick.
Yeah.
I thought you
On
said
the arm,
bit the
on the leg
cheek.
or something. No. Maybe. I don't know. But they have like janitors and everything or cleaners on the island. And the main girl basically accepts a drink from one of the cleaners, which just looks like water. So she's like, oh yeah, I'll have water. Cool, thank you. She goes to drink it and then she coughs up. And then she realizes that she just drank snake venom.
Mm.
But because the janitor or the cleaner lady gave her that, she then has like not an epiphany, but she starts to remember things at night when she falls asleep.
Mm.
From like, she has a nosebleed and then she remembers after the nosebleed. So then basically she unravels everything by continuing to do the venom and knowing that, avoiding all the drugs and stuff.
Yep.
So that she can stay like sane and like remember everything. And then she tries to help the other girls to like remember it all. And then at the very, very end, I won't spoil it. So the very, very end is like a plot twist.
Is that it?
Yeah, man. Good movie though.
He's gonna finish like that. Okay.
Yeah, man. Good movie.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna recommend that one still.
Should compile a list of things.
Recommendation. Well, what we hit? We hit like four movies. I got a TV show. Let's go. We just recommended 5 things. One was anime.
I think we should step away from TV shows
We should, yeah.
because that's like more of an investment. Like a movie, you just watch it.
Yeah. So Apocalypto 1, Pulp Fiction 2, Blink Twice 3.
Mm.
Well, we hit you with those 3 recommendations from the
For now,
HD
for
from
now,
the HDP.
anyway.
From
Yeah,
the-
but
from the P.
you know, I was gonna say, formally, belatedly, congratulations.
God did.
That's us, but not really.
Yeah. Yeah,
Do
man.
you wanna expound?
If you know, you know. Let's put it like that.
Okay.
If you know, you know. You get me? And if you don't know, message us. And if I know you, I'm going to let you know what it is. But you probably already know what it is anyway.
What do you mean it's all over socials?
Yeah, man, it is. God did. I'm a father of 2.
Wow.
Yeah, man. It's old news, technically, because like everyone that we care about would already know this news.
Mm.
It's been crazy, man. It's been a roller coaster. I mean, I've probably had it the easier out of the 2, myself and my wife. But it's been fun, man. It's been fun. Kind of like a new learning how to be patient. Because you're dealing with, obviously we've got 2. So the first one is old enough where she definitely needs your attention.
Yeah.
And you can't just like have her like fall asleep or have her like relax to some milk or TV show and just put her in a corner and then like she's all good, because she wants to stay active and she wants to like get involved in things and help you out and stuff. So
Is there a different level of patience you have to have?
I'd say, man, because it's like depends on your parenting style. Let's put it like that. It depends on your parenting style. Because she gets like minimal TV time. Whereas like if we were to give her more TV time, we'd probably have it a lot easier. Like if we just said like, oh, let's crack the TV on at like 10 a.m. and just let it rock.
But it sounds like you're kind of trying to steer away from.
Yeah, we're trying
that
to
sort of style.
just trying to minimize her like TV time
Mm.
to like in the afternoon if we can. So because we're doing that, it's like a bit harder where like she needs more attention during the day. But it's been good, man. It's been fun. It's
Fun.
roller coaster. Well, fun for me. It's fun for my wife too, but more demanding on her, obviously. I'm just here and there, man. I just come and go.
That's an insane thing to say.
Just come and go, man.
I was gonna ask, like, did you feel like you needed to, like, with the second iteration, do you feel like you needed to change anything about
Bro said second iteration.
with the second coming?
Yeah, with the second installment.
with the patch update.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you needed to, like, change anything about yourself, or maybe, I guess we call them like shortcomings or things you need to address? Did you feel like you ever needed to go down that?
Well, I guess going back to the patience thing, and not comparing your first and second babies, because like I'd be like changing him, or I'd be doing something with him, and I'm like, man, I can't remember Jeannie doing this. I can't remember her doing this. It's like the comparison thing. It's like just accepting that they're either going to be the same or they're going to be completely different. But yeah, definitely just taking a step back, taking a breather when you can, or just letting the baby chill out for a bit while you chill out for a bit. You get me?
Mm.
But yeah, man, it's just been roller coaster.
Yeah, that's calm. Did you kind of like already know from like quite an early age that you would? Because you know some people are like, I need to have kids. Like I definitely need to. They see it as an ultimate objective. Or like what?
I mean, I guess we could dive into this deeper, right? Because I feel like we've got different different perspectives.
Well, actually, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
No, but
For
go
myself,
ahead.
for myself, I mean, I'm probably on the at least one. I wanted to have at least one child. Or maybe I wanted to have at least two children. All right, let me just put it like that. I wanted to have two children because I didn't want to have just one and not have them have someone that they're able to grow up with. Like in their life, like say they have at least one person. Once mum and dad's gone, they still have that one person that they grew up with the whole time. So it's not like they're all alone, that they don't have the person that was there from the whole start, which is one part of it. Obviously, you can grow up with friends and stuff from the very start, so that's a bit different. That was it. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Long story short, yeah, I always wanted to deploy my seeds into this world. Yeah.
Stretch your.
And so we're different, right? So it's you don't.
Nah, I think maybe we used to be different. So like I was
you want to deploy your seeds?
No. I don't think I ever wanted to.
You don't, what? Go again?
I don't think I ever wanted to like pursue that sort of
back
like
then.
fatherhood.
Yeah,
I think like since I was like pretty young as well. Never interested me.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever. And then I think like through maturity and going through therapy and shit, it kind of made me realize that it wasn't something that I think I made the decision out of spite in a way.
To not want to have children.
Yeah, so I was like defiant about it. I was going to be like, the whole like, oh, it's going to end with my bloodline. Like I'm the last of my kind.
But that's because of, and we don't have to go into it, but that's because of your story, your background, like your backstory.
Yeah. I mean, like long story short, like I had a pretty, I had a, I wouldn't say troublesome, but like
inexistent father.
Disparity. No? Would you?
Yeah.
There's a disparity, in my relationship with my actual father. So like there was like resentment about that sort of relationship, and I think that's where I initially made my decision to be like, nah, I don't want any kids.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want an opportunity for me to turn out like someone like him in how I viewed him at that point. Yeah.
Which is and that's the exact reason why you thought like, nah, I don't want to continue this.
Yeah, pretty much. But now it's like
this DNA.
I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, nah.
But now it's like I feel like I would relish the opportunity, and it's for me it's like more like a blessing. So it's still not like an ultimate goal to be able to do that. But if I were ever presented with the opportunity, then it's like I feel like I'd embrace it fully. Yeah.
It changes you, man. Like well, I'm gonna put it like this. No, it doesn't change everyone, because some let's put it like this. Some men should just not have kids.
Yeah, straight up.
Some dudes should just, when they hit the age of fertility, they should just be like, yo, doc, snip me up, because I'm a piece of shit. I can't nurture a kid or nurture a baby into a kid, into an adult, because I'm a piece of shit myself. I can't do it. There's so many dudes out there that like are useless.
So is you saying like people can't change? Is that what you're saying?
People can change, but I mean, like, how many messed up people you know?
Yeah.
A lot of messed up people you know. And it's like, why is that? And then you kind of like draw back and you're like, it's the dad.
Yeah, there's a difference between like not wanting to change and having the ability to change.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like everyone can change, but like they don't want to.
Yeah.
Right?
Everyone can change, but they don't want to, yeah. But I mean, more or less like the deadbeat, quote unquote deadbeat dad that like,
yeah,
it's like a thing to be like a deadbeat dad. Like that kind of person. It's like, what's your point? What are you distributing your seed around the world for if you're not going to be there for your child? Or even like have time for your child, you know?
It's almost like a misdirection, because like if they can't look after themselves and love themselves, because that's how you ultimately develop as a person, is like you respect yourself, you love yourself.
Yeah.
So you want to address these like shortcomings, right? If you can't do that and you have a kid, you're not actually addressing it. You're just like a matter of speaking, like putting it under the carpet, except this time you're putting it onto the kid, and the cycle repeats.
Yeah, because then, like, say if you don't know how to regulate the easiest thing is like you don't know how to regulate your emotions. You've had a rough day at work, and it's not necessarily just a dad. I don't know if that definitely traveled across.
Yeah, maybe like tiny bit.
We just in a MotoGP,
go-kart champions.
and it could be like dad or mum or parent, right? It doesn't matter the sex of the parent. But let's say you as an example, you don't know how to regulate your emotions. You've gone to work, you have a busy day, you're stressed at work, thinking that you don't know how to regulate your emotions. You come home, your child just wants you. They just want to talk to you. They just want you. Because you don't know how to regulate your emotions, you're just going to explode on your child. And you're just going to like either smack them or either tell them like, I don't have time for you, or like really scream at their face. You do that enough times, you're going to like slowly and gradually break at your child's like security and looking at you as their security. Because at the womb, the child knows two people straight away. Yeah. And they're surrounded by two people. Well, fingers crossed they can be surrounded by two people the whole time. And they've like that. Those two people. The job of those two people is to nurture the baby, or the job of the people around the baby is to nurture the baby, comfort the baby, give them security. But if you don't have your right mind frame as your own person, you will then put it up, like you were saying, right? You put it against your child and be like, beat your child up for no reason because you don't know how to do X, Y, Z yourself.
Yeah, and it's just as easy to. Like if one parent can't address these issues, then all this pressure falls on the other parent. So instead of being 50-50, it's actually like 80 or 90, 10-20.
Yeah.
And that's when maybe the other parent isn't equipped to deal with this kind of emotional baggage or like stress or whatever. And then, sometimes if the child realizes that, then they can just further withdraw. And that's where they become even more isolated. They build up these walls, these tools to like navigate, I guess, like pain or sadness or whatever, and then they take it with them. And that's why you might come across like these quiet kids, or
that's why you come across kids that are super quiet, or kids that like lash out. Like, and you can just think about it. We all had the quote unquote the one kid at your school when you were growing up that was like, well, don't go near that kid because he's kind of crazy.
Yeah, something like off about him.
Something that was off about him, right? But you, like, obviously we're growing up as kids, man. We just think like, oh, that's the off kid. But like, now if you think back to it, you're probably like, that kid probably had something going on at home, that his parents were treating him bad, or his cousin was treating him bad, or something was happening at home. He'd come to school, and to feel empowered, he'd bully someone else, or he'd do something to someone else to feel like I'm getting back my power, or this is how I feel like secure or whatever, because they're not getting it at home, the right nurture and loving.
Yeah, especially because I think I've touched on this before, but like just people having a purpose in life. So if the kid doesn't feel like they have a purpose of being a child and like what that embodies, their purpose might be bullying someone else, and that gives them purpose. So they continue to do it. They take it too far maybe, or they encourage other people because it makes them feel important. So they just sort of like carry on from there. Yeah.
And I guess the extreme side of it is like, if you look up, we've done like the Jeffrey Dahmer thing, like we've gone over that when we watched the show. But if you go through like serial killers, or I should say famous serial killers or famous murderers or whatever, if you look at them and then you listen to their story, it's like something had happened during their childhood, or they weren't raised correctly. Their parents were absent, or their parents were abusive, or something from their parent did something for this kid, and then gradually this kid turned into this monster that ended up. And not everyone becomes a monster. Some people find their own way, and some people are actually able to unpack their childhood. And I think that's what, didn't we say we were going to go to ayahuasca or some shit? We were meant to go to Peru to do ayahuasca.
Yeah, who's paying for that?
The subscribers.
Subscribers, the GoFundMes and things.
Shit, how do we even get here, man? Fatherhood.
Nah, we're just going on a tangent.
We're just vibing, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a big responsibility. I mean, a child, and it kind of like, you either do. I feel like you do two things when you see your baby come out. You either, well, the first thing is a rush of emotions, right? Because like, damn, like that's my child. Your wife or your partner just pushed out a baby. It's a beautiful thing. It's a natural.
Yeah, I mean, this is quite interesting because I can only say based off assumptions Whereas you can say based off experience.
Experience.
Yeah.
I was in the I was for both. I was in the room for both, and it was just basically me and like one to two midwives for both. So I was in the mix. I told them, get me a fucking suit. I'll dress in blue. Give me the shoes too. I need comfort. Let me hold the seed. The babes.
Was the suit, was it like open at the back? Like, was it flappy?
No, I didn't get to wear one.
Oh,
I pulled up in the clothes and they were just like.
I just thought it'd be crazy if there's like a little gust of wind and then you see your cheeks.
Yeah, none of that. Yeah, man. No, so I was in the mix. And it's yeah, man. I mean, it takes a different kind of person to watch someone else give birth, see the baby come out, and then decide, yeah, I'm gonna treat these two like shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's insane. What was I going with it? I don't know, man. Special. It's special to be. Yeah, that's what I was going. Yeah. So you're either like super afraid, and you don't know what you can do to help the baby grow. So you don't try and fix yourself, and then you keep doing what you've been doing, and then you end up being like abusive to your children or whatever it is, or you kind of like see that you have more purpose in this world now, and you're going to do everything you can do for yourself to then help the child grow, help the mother as much as possible.
I feel like any type of abuse can fall on a child as well. It doesn't have to be like physical, emotional, mental. Not, yeah. Even just like neglecting them.
Yeah, and I think it's... Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say that's abuse on its own.
What? You don't have to touch me back. Just can't touch me, man. That's crazy.
I got shy.
Shit, well, I was going to say something. I think you said it too, where it's like accountability or one parent holding the other parent accountable. Because like sometimes I'll be vibing out and I say something and Liz is like, don't say that. Like, you can't say that because if you keep saying it like that, then the child's going to grow up and they're going to listen to it over and over again, and that's how they're going to take it too. So it's like both. It's a two-parent job, man. Raising a child is a two-people thing.
Yeah, because that's the first basis of where they get the characteristics.
Asterisks, yeah.
The asterisks. Yeah. Characteristics. And
characteristics, man.
Characteristics.
What's wrong with you,
I said it.
Yeah.
I'm getting nervous.
Shift 8, man. Shift 8.
Characteristics. And mannerisms or like, behaviors, habits, like that. You're the first foundation. And then second foundation would probably be extended family, school, friends. And third one would probably be, maybe at work or like sporting club. Yeah. Something like that.
And I think that's a good, that you mentioned school, we just clicked. That's a good thing to circle back on the nurturing of your child and having having a safe home, a secure home where your child knows that they can just be themselves and they don't have to hide who they want to be. Like emotionally, if they want to like lash out at you, just like let them lash out. Because if you're lucky, you'll have 5 years until you send your child to prep. If you need to send your child to like daycare because you need to go back to work, you've got about 3 years or something, 2.5 years. I don't know how. Basically, you're going to be sending your child somewhere to someone else. And then by the end of it, once they do go to prep, your child's going to be with different adults more than they are with you.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like the initial years before they end up going to school is very crucial, because you need to construct the right environment so that if anything happens at these places, your child knows that like, oh, at least I can go home and I can talk to mom, I can talk to dad, I can talk to my uncle or my auntie about what's been happening.
Just the comfort of being like, I'm upset or I'm angry, but I feel comfortable enough to go back and tell them what's happened. I don't feel like I'm going to be judged. I feel like my emotions and what I went through is going to be validated. I don't feel like they're going to laugh at me or...
Yeah, validated. That's a good one.
For example, if you're a guy, someone picked on you in school, you don't want to come back and like your father calls you like a pussy or something.
Yeah, you don't want to... Yeah,
you don't want to feel diminished.
Sure. Like, nah, are you like... It's like you don't want to like have your 7-year-old... As a 7-year-old, you don't want to go home and then be like, Dad, man, I was bullied, man. They made me cry, blah, blah. And then you don't want to hear your dad say, well, just be a man. And you're like 7 years old.
Man, just be a man. Just grab a beer out of the back.
Fucking 7 years old, be a man. Shit, man. I just want to game out, man. I just want to go to school and learn, bro. What do you mean, be a man? Yeah, man.
Do you feel like the tools you learned through therapy has made you better equipped to deal with parenthood?
Yeah, man, those therapizing sessions are pretty good. I think the therapy helped, but I think credits to Liz. I feel like Liz holds me
Accountable.
Yeah, man. Wow, twin.
Wow, it's like we should kiss or something. What?
What the fuck? We cut that
What were
out.
you saying? Sorry.
We'll cut that out. Yeah, man. I feel like Liz holds me accountable. I like to believe that I hold myself accountable. But yeah, definitely the therapy sessions was A1 because it's like going back to the regulating, right? And being able to like understand yourself, understand your emotions, understand what your thought patterns are, what you're going through, how to circumnavigate like exploding. Yeah, I'm using big words. And I'm talking about exploding like verbally or you get me. Yeah, man. So all of that coupled with a supportive partner, I think goes a long way. But it's also having in tandem, right? So you're working together for the bigger picture. You're going to butt heads, you're going to argue, but it's like ensuring that at the end of the day, or like ensuring that during that argument or during that X amount of hours where it's heated, there's still the underlying purpose of what's happening is that you're both aiming for the same thing. Like you're trying to get to the same outcome.
Maybe that's what a lot of people forget. If
we might have to put this behind a paywall. This whole section, we're giving away gems right now. We might have to you have to pay $5 to listen to this part.
At least
$2.50?
$3.
$3 USD?
Nah, pounds.
Sterling.
No less. No less.
Copper.
I wasn't gonna say, man. Oh yeah, I feel like what a lot of other couples maybe sometimes forget is that it's meant to be you and your partner against the problem. It's not meant to be
talk to them. Yeah.
You against each other. It's not about who's right, who's wrong. Yeah, someone else could be, or your partner could be right, but then what does that do to you? You know, there's such a
it's not like
you kind of like lose your way around it. You just want to be right. You don't actually want to.
Yeah, you're not trying to again find the right answer. You just want to be right for the sake of being right. And I think it's quick to everyone's got a little bit of ego, so it's quick to say like the ego takes over and you're like, no, I must win. But then at the end of the day, like if you really think about it, you're not on a TV show. It's not being broadcasted anywhere. Literally no one is listening to you and your partner. So if you quote unquote lose the argument, no one's watching you lose. If anything, you just you're giving yourself a chance to grow, understand, and learn from a different perspective. Yeah, man.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a failure.
I mean, there is technically such thing as failures. I mean,
from a social aspect.
Nah, you can still be a failure as a social.
How?
I don't know. If you're a bum.
Yeah, but that's like...
There's other factors going into you leading into becoming a bum.
What if you grew up as a bum? What if you conceived?
What if you were conceived in the slum of slums and there was no way to make it out? Then, I mean, like, yeah.
That's not a failure.
Then you're not a failure, yeah, of course.
I mean, you find like a nice place to be a bum at that other bums don't have. That's a success.
You up.
Yeah, you're living.
Up. Yeah, you up. Shit, yeah, I don't know where we're going with that one, but
that's perspective on that.
Yeah.
But as they say,
how does they say?
Ego is the enemy.
I never heard anyone say that, by the way.
Oh, the book. If you look behind, you see the book.
Atomic Habits.
Oh, the red one.
Oh, ego is the enemy.
Yeah, ego is the enemy.
Ryan Holiday. Gang.
Is a good author.
Yeah, he wrote that one.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, the latest book I read, what's it called? The blue one?
The Power of Now.
Nah, it's
that's Eckhart Tolle.
Second shelf, left-hand side, right against the middle. Second
shelf?
Left-hand side,
yeah.
Right against the middle. What's it called? Obstacle is the way?
I'm going to just say, yeah, man.
Stillness is the key.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the one right there.
Oh,
yeah.
You went to ESL?
Yeah, that's the one right there.
ESL,
yeah.
Stillness is the key.
Stillness is the key.
Yeah, that's another good book.
What did you say? You said...
I said second shelf.
Closest to the middle.
Second shelf, so it's the one below.
Yeah.
to the left,
Yeah.
against the middle.
Yeah, against the middle. I don't know why you just didn't say second shelf,
Yeah.
furthest book on the right. ESL, man. Shit, man. Yeah, what? Stillness is the key. What was that?
Huh?
What's that? What was the key learnings? Or it ties into the ego book, which ties into what we were talking about just now.
Nah, they pretty much will tie in together. So it's like stillness is the key. By registering the ego as the enemy, you diminish it for what it is, so it doesn't take control over you, and that in turn allows you to be still in life, where you have clarity, the right frame of mind to be able to grow as a person.
Yeah.
I won't go into detail though, but that's like the gist
Might
of
be
it.
another episode, I reckon. Going into that one. Yeah, man. But I feel like where we are as a society and where we are as people, like, is very different to where we were in 1,000 years ago.
Yeah,
where, the purpose of what it means to be a parent is shifted
okay.
completely. That's what I mean. Like, because like
I was going to mention like Wi-Fi and stuff.
all that. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's all in the. You don't have to. Again, you don't have to go to therapy. You don't have to.
nah, we're not saying you have to. It's just ultimately it's a tool, right? So it's like you use it.
Tool, yeah.
I
I think have we said this before? But it's like you. I think we've definitely said this before. But it's like if you don't know where to start, like for example, like if you're trying to fix something in your car and you don't want to go to the mechanic, i.e., you don't want to go to a therapist, you just YouTube it or you Google it. So I mean, if you there's a stigma around going to a therapist, so you don't want to go to a therapist. I mean, where you can start is just incognito tab. just something that doesn't go into your algorithms and that, yeah. So you go incognito tab, and you just Google like, how do I fix myself?
Even books, to be honest.
Or even books. No, but then you got to purchase the book. Your purchase history's out there. Amazon's there.
You can go to the library.
But then you need a library card. You can't. Can you just? I have not walked into the library in the longest time. Can you just take a book off the shelf and just sit there and read it and not like?
No. I think you get a card. And they scan the card. You take the book and they say, "Oh, you got to return it in like 3 weeks."
Yeah, but can you just read it in the library and then?
Yeah, you can do that as well.
Because so just on then, you don't want the library person knowing what type of books you into.
That's true.
Yeah,
if you feel like that's fine as well. You can just go in the library for like a couple hours, read the book.
Yeah, bang out a book, or even just I don't know, read the first sentence and the last sentence and get the gist of each chapter.
Or you give us $3 and then we become
yeah, and then we are your therapist with $3. $3. We'll just leave it at $3
a minute. Yeah.
I was gonna say we'll put the asterisk on the $3 and then if we have any hits, we'll decide then.
Subject to clearance.
Yeah. And also like what's it called when you bank approvals? What do you do? What's the thing when you try and get a loan and they have to do a check? What's that check called?
Pre-approval check.
Pre-approval. Subject to your pre-approval. With the bank.
Oh,
to pay
okay.
the $3.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. Shit.
That was a good conversation. Do you want anything else to say or no?
Nah, man. I don't think so. I mean, just maybe. I mean, it's good to be back on the. It's good to be back. You know.
Yeah. We've got some more content planned, but this is just like easing into it for 2025.
Yeah, man. Oh, maybe I'll do that last one that I mentioned about the clothing thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wrap it up, because it's my boy. It's your boy. And there's also a funny story to this. I didn't wear it today, so basically, online shopping is a major thing that's been happening in the last few years, obviously. So it's a lot easier to just jump online, buy something, add to cart. You know, you get discount codes and all that jazz. Anyway, I'm on ASOS. I've got a singlet. The thing is, every clothing item looks fresh on the model. Yeah. And I'm looking at this model. I'm like, we kind of look the same color. You know, we're the same height. I'm basically 6 foot. So it looks good.
Yeah.
So I lined it up. I'm like, yeah, dang man, I might rock this one. I didn't really read what the singlet was called. I didn't really look into it. So then the singlet arrives, and I'm like, dang man, it's kind of see-through. It's kind of like a see-through singlet. What's going on?
Oh, one of those.
It's one of those ones, man. So the singlet is, and I was gonna wear it so that I can show it, but I didn't wear it. I forgot to wear it. But it's like a mesh material. So I put the singlet on, and I'll show Liz. I'm like, yo, babes, how am I looking, man? I look fresh. I look fresh or not, man? I look fire right now or not? Can I step out? Can I go to the office on a hot day with the singlet on? Yes
And
or
she
no?
was like, yeah, you look some fine shit.
No, she's like, you can't because I can see your nipples.
Were they hard?
Nah, they were soft. You see the nipples to the fucking singlet.
Yeah.
So the singlet I thought it was like a solid burgundy color. I said, burgundy's my color, man. Let me rock that
Oh,
shit.
because the color of the model.
The dude's model, and then so I went back onto the ASOS picture. I zoom in, I say, fuck, I can see dude's nipples, man.
That's crazy.
I was like, fuck, man, I can see his nipples, man. Shit. And I was plotting. I'm like, man, maybe I throw something. I can get away with it if I've got the singlet on and I've got something over the top. Like, for example, if I had this over the top of the singlet, I could get away with it.
Yeah.
Because my nipples is like covered.
Or you could just unbutton it and just have like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
little,
like
like
a
up the
vest
heel.
and like a
Yeah.
shirt.
So that's, man, I was hating. I said, no way, man. But it is true. When I went back to the picture, I zoomed in. I said, yeah, bro's nipples there. So I can't rock the singlet just as a singlet for being a singlet, man. I was heated. So circle back to our boy, Jakey J Fit, right? So he's a model on that or whatever. I don't know, fitness guy, some shit like that. He does too many
He's
things.
an entrepreneur.
Man. He does everything
He's a
under
model.
the sun.
He's a fitness guru.
Fitness guru is a model.
Is a businessman.
Definitely a businessman, and he's all credit to him, man, because he's the stuff that he started putting out from the very start. I had the shirt on the other video, the black one.
Yeah, I had
the black tee.
The baby blue one. Yeah.
I have you got the baby blue. I got the black tee.
Yep.
I got the jumper. I still rock the jumper. But I rolled the dice on. So he's been like rebranding kind of the stock and the clothes that he's been putting out, and the brand's called Night Heat.
It's not Night
Yeah.
Yeah, Night.
Night Apparel. A1, man. So credit to my boy. Shout him out. Anyway, so again, same thing. Yeah, I'm looking at the model. I'm like, yo, the model looks fire. My boy's the model. So I'm like, yeah, my model looks fire, right? Shorts looking good. I said, let me cop it. I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to cop it, man. This was the day after I copped the singlet, expecting the singlet to come in fire. Yeah. So I'm back to back. I'm saying, man, I got a fit that's going to look crazy. This singlet with the shorts, wow. You know, I'm going to be fresh this summer. So this singlet was a disaster, right? So then the shorts come in. I'm praying to the gods, but I'm saying, God, please.
Well, why did you never send me the picture?
Nah, I was gonna wear it to the things I can show here. But so then the shorts come in, and I'm trusting my boy. My boy got good taste. I've been watching his stories and everything.
It's the pleated shorts, yeah.
Yeah, pleated shorts.
Yeah.
I got the brown pleated shorts. They're kind of like long-ish, so they kind of go up to your knee. And it's kind of like a boxy fit, I think, but it looks sexy, right? Again, looks sexy on the model until I get it. I don't know if it's fire on me. So and then I cop it. I'm texting him like, yo, bro, I cop the shorts, blah, blah. It's going to be fire. I can't wait to wear them, yeah? And he's like, yeah, man, I'm a good guy too, bro. He posts everything by himself. So it's like I don't know, we'll tag him or something. Anyway. So now I'm sweating because of the singlet situation. So I get the shorts. I rip it open. I say, yeah, they look good. Shorts look good. Let me put them on. I put them on. Yeah. Wow. Shorts is crazy good.
The black pleated ones?
No, the brown ones.
Oh,
I got the brown pleated ones. Yeah, the brown pleated shorts, man. Ah, shit you not, bro. Like, this is the first time I've got shorts of this material, this style. I've worn them a few times already.
Fire.
It's excellence. This is what I expect from clothing.
Fire.
I expect it to look like what the freaking picture looks like. You can't see nipples. You know,
I mean, that's a start.
It's a plus.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to shout him out because, we've both been rocking with him for a while. I've known him since high school. Probably even before. I've known him since like primary school or whatever. Anyway. But yeah, man, I copped the shorts. I already told him that like once the cash gets up, I'm coming back for some more, man.
Black pleated?
Probably the black pleated shorts, yeah. I want to try them pants too, the pleated pants.
Yeah, nice, man.
And I know because we get I'm on the green circle. What's it called? The friends, close friends. And he does like some extra shit on the close friends, like he gives you a bit more insight. Yeah, man, just look out for the brand, man. It's good things are coming, man. It looks nice. I can't wait for the next one, the next couple of drops.
I think like you should maybe wear the singlet for next time.
If the weather allows it, you know. If the weather allows it, I'll rock the singlet.
I'll be down.
Because the nipples is out. I don't want to get hard nipples.
Why are you defensive, man? Why are you raising your voice and shit?
Man, I want to. How long we got? Let me just quickly try and see if I can find it, and I'm gonna just show you guys what it looks like on the fucking.
You probably show on the
yeah
camera. The camera.
And that's, I guess, it's a bonus. So if you're listening to this only, flick across. I don't even care. Just flick across. Go to like the last section of the video, just to catch this last little part. But I'm gonna show you what it looks like, man. Because this is. Oh wait, that's my returns. All right.
Well, if you put the link in like the description, so they can just like click it. Oh, this.
Nah,
this
man.
what that guy got.
Nah, man.
Oh, you don't want that.
I don't want to promote that. I'll do it for the
That
shorts. I'll
attention.
do it for the shorts. You know what? Yeah, you can kind of see my boy nipple. How do you put yourself on D&D?
Focus. Do not disturb.
Alright, you can kind of see dude's nipples,
Wait,
man.
let me,
You can see dude nipples, but it doesn't look see-through, right? Am I tripping? It doesn't look see-through.
it's kind of see-through.
Nah, man.
You can see his tattoos on his chest.
Like that? Like this? Okay, hold on. So this is the one here, right? How do I like... Oh, man, it's not even like...
I don't know if you can adjust it.
Oh, shit. Hold on. I'm going to get off the mic for a second. Oh, wait.
Might have to adjust it on the camera. Oh yeah, let me do it. Nah, it didn't work.
Bro, but this is Sigler, right? And it looks alright. Looks fresh. Until you fucking zoom in.
They can't hear you, by the way.
I'm going to come back to it. You can see nipple. So basically, right?
He's very passionate.
It
about
looks
nipple.
fresh, and then you zoom in, you can see nipple. It was okay. Granted, it was a late night thing when I was looking at the singlet, so maybe the light wasn't enough. Whatever.
It's alright, man. We all make mistakes. I feel like we learned a lesson from this.
We did, man. Zoom in before you cop an item.
Always wear your glasses late at night.
Yeah, man. Free nipples. Free nipples, man. Free nipples.
I will see you guys next 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Peace,
man.
Peace,
Peace.
love.